what's going on? Thanks for checking out this video. Merry Christmas Eve and tomorrow Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you enjoyed a wonderful holiday with your family, regardless of whatever you celebrate. I hope you had a fun time with your family and everything, and thanks for checking out this video. So with it being the holiday spirit and gift giving and all that, I love buying gifts for my friends, my family, and loved ones and all that, but I also believe in buying presents for oneself, and it was also my birthday this week, so I had double the excuse to buy some presents. So I bought a couple of awesome things for my photography that I kind of wanted to share real quick. A kind of high level view of it, because I'm going to go into more detailed videos eventually, but I wanted to show off 3 different things I picked up this week that I'm super excited about, want to talk about, show it, and then later down the road, make some good videos about it. So first and foremost, I have a beautiful 4x5 camera. I actually shot a video that you can actually check out right here of a beautiful portrait session I had about a year ago with a few friends that I invited to a studio in Brooklyn. We just sat down and enjoyed the day and took some beautiful 4x5 portraits. So the great thing about a 4x5 film camera, especially the Intrepid 4x5, is you get super high resolution photos from it because you have that beautiful glass and the big negatives. But the downside to it is it's still film, so you have to wait till you get it developed. I started developing at home, which is going to be another video I'm going to do that I'm excited about. But also, you still have to wait till you develop to see the results. Well, I just picked up something recently that I'm extremely excited about to use. I'm going to use it this weekend and try to make a video about it. But it's something that's going to let me use my 4x5 film camera more for more artistic things, fun things, and just more in general. And that's this, the Lomography Graph Lock. The Lomography Graph Lock is a 4x5 instant film back for the back of the camera. Now, what is that? Well, what's different about this thing is this takes the same film you would use on a Fuji Instax wide, something comparable to this. It takes the same film that we were putting in this camera and puts it into the back of the Lomography Graph Lock. So what that means is, with this device right here, I can take 4x5 resolution photos with that high-end glass and use and get Polaroid Instax film quality pictures out of this. It's a pretty simple thing to actually use. The first thing you have to do is you have to put this into where the ground glass is, below the ground glass, and kind of line up your shot and see where you're going to be looking at. Once that's done, we then take the ground glass out and then we put this on. And with this, we just take the dark slide off, the film is in there. We use our shutter release button to take the photo. We put the dark slide back, and then we print out the photo, and it comes right out up here. I don't have any film in here yet, and I don't want to waste it, so just imagine this film coming out of the back of it. So this is really great because this lets people take their 4x film camera and get more artistic and more fun uses out of it. I know I'm super excited about using it, and I can't wait to take it out this Sunday when I go to Coney Island and just take some photos with this and some FP100C that I bought on eBay. Don't tell Fuji. Well, tell Fuji, tell them to make more of it. I want more of that film, because this is by no means a replacement for pull-apart film, but this is a great alternative to get those Polaroid images. And we know how good Polaroid's instant film can be with rendering colors and sharpness. Another thing is actually 3 things in one, or 4 things in one. So if you've been checking out my Instagram lately, which is Ryan J. Leone, you've probably seen some really incredible photos that I've taken with my Canon EOS R of a couple of friends of mine with this really beautiful, like, gradient pictures with multiple kind of like looks like cut up images into one image. Here are some examples that I could show you. So those were actually taken with Prime Effects filter lens effects. So I'm not a big person that's ever really been into like on-camera filters. Besides the occasional ND filter and maybe like a polarizing filter, I never really got into like lens filters. But this one, I mean, I don't know if you could see, is like a kaleidoscope effect. So kind of like having those kaleidoscopes you looked at, it adds it to the photo. So I picked that one up, and then I picked up this one that I've been using a lot that I like the most, which is like linear lines that give you like multiple versions and lines of the person in the photo. I think it gives off a really cool effect, as you can see in these photos again. So I actually picked these up on a Black Friday sale, so I got 3 of them. Another one that's like a warming diffusion filter for about 150 bucks. These go for about $70 to $80 a pop. And they come in a different size filters. So different size lenses have different size filter rings. The ones I picked up were for 77mm filters, which are for my 50mm lens, for my 24 to 105 lens, and then for my Pentax, my 105 lens. They also have filter adapters, so you can use this filter, a 77, on something like an 82mm for my 77 or 75mm for my Pentax 6.7. But additionally, not all filter sizes are supported. So like my Fujifilm, my Polaroid have much smaller lenses, my Canon AE1. So I bought this guy with it. It looks like an eyeglass, but what it allows you to do is it allows you to add the lens filter to this, so you can hold it over the lens filter and get that lens filter look on any camera. It's actually pretty cool, and I'm super excited. I love using it so far. It's been a lot of fun. And then the last thing I wanted to show in this video is something I picked up very recently. It was a little bit expensive, but so worth every single penny, because some of the photos I've gotten out of it have just been absolutely stellar. So for a long time, I've been scanning my own film at home. I just recently started developing my film at home, which has been another video I'll do, but it's been an experience, and I'm very proud of myself for doing it, and I've done some great work with it already. But I wanted to pick up another scanner, something that'll really go across all the boards. I was using a scanner for my 35mm and 120, and then another one for my 4x5 film. So I had 2 scanners to scan all my film with. Well, I finally did it, and I finally picked up a scanner that can do all of that at a super high-end quality, and I picked up the Epson V850. Now, I'm absolutely in love with this scanner. It has blown my expectations away so much. I mean, the Epson V600 that I had really helped me learn how to scan all my film in and develop and edit and all of that. But now that I've gotten to a level where I feel that I'm pretty good on that, I wanted to get a scanner that can keep up with the work and the quality of the lenses that I've been using on my cameras. And the V850 has just blown it out of the water. I've only scanned a couple of photos in so far, mostly black and white, which I'll share right here. These were all imported and scanned with Silverfast on my computer and the Epson V850. No editing on these at all, nothing. This is just straight out of the scanner, some black and white Ilford HP 400 film, and like the quality is incredible. The great thing about this scanner is, again, it can scan all sorts of film types, 35mm, 120 film, and 4x5, and 8x10, which I have not gotten to yet, film, all in one scanner. And they give you 2 sets of holders for each type of film. So while you're scanning one, you can preload the next one. It's a great way to have a fast workflow. But I really love what I'm getting out of it. It scans at a 6400 DPI. I usually scan it at about 2400. That's big enough when I use my printer to print stuff out and put up on Instagram and my website and YouTube as well. So it's something I brought into my workflow that I'm gonna be using all the time now, and I'm really thrilled to be having it, and I can't wait to see the results I get from when I come back from Alabama and from Disney World and from London and Paris, and just on my adventures and everything. I'm going to be doing a lot more scanning. And last thing is, I started developing at home now, which is something I was always afraid of, and I finally started doing it, and I gotta tell you, I don't know what I was afraid of. It's been a blast. I've got great results already. I feel so proud, and I feel so like accomplished for doing it. I have a couple of tanks so I can do 35, 4x5, 120, so expect to see a lot more film from me. I still have my digital cameras, which I love, but I'm gonna be doing so much more film now that I know how to do it and I have the confidence to do it. I highly recommend developing at home. You'll save yourself like $300 a month on developing costs. So that's it. That was this really quick video I wanted to make, just showing off a couple of things I got for myself for this holiday season. Part 2 of my Ireland adventure will be coming next week, so keep your notifications on. Make sure you subscribe for that because that's gonna be an awesome follow-up to my last video on Ireland, which you can check out right here as well. I hope everyone has a safe and fun, happy holiday. Please be careful out there. Omicron is getting crazy here in New York. Just if you could be with your loved ones, be with them. But if you can wait a little while, wait. Just be safe. Have a great holiday. Remember to just shoot. I'll see you in the next one. Later.